Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. In today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about some updates. We're going to talk about what's going on, what's been going on, what we've done, what we haven't done, what we need to do in the next couple months, especially with all the builds. We're also going to talk about George's car. We're also going to talk about Jose's car. So we're going to talk about all that stuff, guys. So let's jump into it and let's go. All right, guys, so as far as updates go, we're going to start with the green V6 3VZ Turbo. So this car, there's really not much to say about this one. Let me see. What have I done recently? I've added more carbon fiber, so I did add I don't know, what is it, the light surrounding. It is in carbon fiber. It is in hex carbon, again, a product of ABC Carbon, or AB Carbon. I love it. It looks great. I've put these parts also that were from AB Carbon as well. I don't know. This is just kind of just the most recent things that I've done. Oh, and next thing I have done was installed the lights, which was just to put them on. There's no wiring or anything on like that. But the center panel as well. The center panel is on. And it is in hex carbon fiber as well. For the interior, you guys notice that there's no dash still. So I have the dash off. So there's a couple things that I'm going to do to this dash. I still have to sand the dash. I still have to do a lot to it because I am going to lay it with Alcantara. It's going to be some black Alcantara, and it's going to be the whole dash, and it's going to be real Alcantara. You know, I really want to try that. I want to try that and see if it could be done. I know it's been done. I'm going to be using Redline goods, so those parts, those materials are really good as well. They're not cheap, so it's definitely going to be something worth doing. I do want to have a Alcantara dash, even though I'm going to have everything else carbon fiber. I just figure if I can get this in Alcantara for now, it should be okay until I transition it to carbon fiber. But that's kind of it for the V6. Let's move over to the 94. All right, so the 94. As you guys see, I was able to fit the bra, so I love the retro look. I am a huge fan of this bra, even though it doesn't seem like it really fits the best. I don't know if it was made for the 94s or there's a specific year that it's made for, but I'm trying to stretch it out slowly, and it's starting to work well. But as you see, the light is almost covered, right? Like, and that's because of the edges, and I'm not sure. Hey, actually, this is probably a good time for me to ask whoever has this and has installed it on their cars, can you guys please let me know, what is this for? What is literally this for? I don't know what that's for, and I'm about to drill a hole in the middle of it and just put this screw that lives right here on it and through it, so then it could just stay there. I don't know how I'm supposed to attach it otherwise. You know, everything else has hooks, so everything looks pretty good. As far as the 94 goes, we did do a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna lift the hood here. Okay, so the next thing that we've done here to the 94 was kind of clean up the the front a little bit as far as wiring goes. I did change out the terminals to quick release terminals, just because it's a little bit easier for me when I need to remove the battery. They also have 4 tie-in posts on each terminal, so I think that's great. You know, 4 posts for positive, 4 posts for negative, so you have any auxiliary parts or anything that you want to install that needs positive and ground, you have it here, and I think it's just so much easier to remove and put on. Did do a mod that a lot of people probably don't really know about or think it might be harder to do than what it is, and let's get into it. So that mod is making your fog lights or enabling your fog lights to turn on independently from your headlights. So Toyota wired it to the point where you turn on your headlights, your fog lights will turn on. If you turn on your high beams, then your fog lights turn off. I haven't yet mastered a way to keep the fog lights on with the headlights on high, if that makes sense. But I know there's a trick to it with the fuse box, and I think I'm gonna research that a little more before I start talking about it. But the one that I've done before and I've always had very good luck with is removing the ground wire. The ground wire of your retractor control box here. So this retractor control box has a plug. The wire that you need to pull is red and black. It's on either one of the corners of the plug. You pull that, you cut it, and just ground it. That way it will give you an independent way to turn on your fog lights. So that way you can at least see that your fog lights could turn on and you could turn them off without having to turn off your headlights. So moving forward, let's check it out. As you guys see, I was able to demonstrate having the control of your fog lights, which I think is pretty cool. Some people really don't care about stuff like that, but it kind of brings a modern effect to the MR2, so I kind of like doing stuff like that. But as you guys see, I'm slowly kind of working the bra on, or by the end of the update episode, you'll see the bra completely on. But as far as moving into the interior, first and foremost, this is probably one of the biggest upgrades, is the Total A6 performance radio. I installed this radio as part of a deal with a Total. They asked me to review it and let them know what I thought, make a video about it, and they would send me the radio and all the accessories for free, which they did. We completed that. That's great, and this is such a good radio. I'm really, really proud of it. This is not sponsored by a Total on this video, and I really like to talk about it because it is really, truly a great radio. Sound is pretty good. I would recommend an amp. A Total also sells those too, so if that's something that you wanted, that's you know, a go on my end, I think. That was pretty good. So that's all nicely wired. We upgraded all this stuff. We upgraded the shifter surrounding to a new one, new boot, new actual shifter knob, weighted, original. What else have we done? Oh, we've upgraded the LEDs. You really can't tell very much here, but let's see if I could. I'm gonna have to show you guys at night, but it looks really nice. They're white LEDs. It's kind of hard to tell, but those were upgraded. What else have I done? Oh, this here. So check this out. This is a rear view mirror, I guess camera rear view mirror, and it is super, super, super sick. It does so many different camera angles, so many different options that you could do certain things. Look at it, goes to the front, to the back camera, and then it'll go to both cameras. Oops, let's see. Both cameras. I just think that that's really cool, and it's all live and it's recording. It has a GPS, it has tracking, it has all the work. So I think this is by far probably one of the better upgrades that the 94 got for the interior. Brand new speakers, Infinity reference series speakers. I do have a sub behind this seat. It's the stock sub, and I do have an opening for a stock sub on this seat, which I'm going to try to install. I don't know if they fit or not. I've never tried it, but I'm sure there's a left and a right, so I got both of those, so they should fit. Moving on to the back, let's see what I've done back here. As far as the engine goes, nothing very much. Put a TCS X brace on it just to kind of brace it up a little bit. It worked well. I still got to clean the idle air control valve and do a whole bunch of little crap that I haven't done yet, but those got to be done. And other than that, that's been good. I have installed some LED taillights, to the far out ones, strobe, and then the center ones stay on. The reverse lights also have been upgraded to LED along with the license plate bolts. We have a rear view camera here that shows on our rear view camera in there. I think the 94 is coming along pretty good. For what it was, guys, this car was for sale at one point for I think $7,000. Nobody jumped on it. The car needed an alternator. That was it. I didn't know that. I was 100%, you know, about that. I did not know, but I changed it up and it's looking great. Next thing that the 94 got were these OEM fresh out of the package mud flaps. So all four got brand new mud flaps, brand new hardware. So these things are looking phenomenal, and I think it makes the car stand out very, very much. And I just love how it looks, and I'm very proud on how this OEM Plus Toyota MR2 is coming out. In my opinion, I think it's coming out exactly the way an OEM Plus build should be. So we got a lot of stuff still to do to this, so don't be fooled. We got a lot more to go, but it's slowly coming out well. So I'm excited, guys. So until we get this to where we want it to as far as the body goes, we're just going to continue adding mods, because the more mods we add, the better it would be. You guys can learn how to install them, and the good thing is that we'll at least have it all ready, so all we really need is to paint the car. So I'm really excited about that. I'm trying a different approach this time with this build, just because it's more of a daily kind of thing. My approach with this one is just install everything you got. Like, why are you waiting? Unlike this guy here, this one here, everything has been brand new. Everything is brand new. So, I mean, every bolt, everything. So that's a little bit different of a build. This one has been a little bit longer of a quest, but it's coming out nice, as you guys can see. But this one's just going to come out just as nice. It's not going to be a wide body just yet. But it's going to be a wide body, and you guys might like how it's going to come out. So moving forward, guys, I just really want to tell everybody thank you for all of your support to my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. I really want to point out all of my super cool subscribers that are always engaging on Facebook, Instagram. Now I have a TikTok, so you guys make sure you check out TikTok. I am uploading every day a video, so you guys make sure you check them out. Make sure when you see my videos, like, share, subscribe them. All right, moving forward, talking about Jose's build. So Jose's build is finally coming too. I did talk to him. He said he's gonna go talk to the painters, because we're in October. The car left in July or June, one of those two, and it's been more than a few months. Like, it's time to get this car back and get things going. I really want to see this car running with this motor and moving forward. But we have a lot of stuff to do for this car. We have to red coat the gas tank. We have to undercoat the whole body of the car. We have a TCS exhaust. We have the albino Zinky lights that I've already put together for him. We have radiators. We have intercoolers. We got speakers. We have, oh my god, I mean, transmission fluid stuff. We got so much to do on Jose's car. It's not even funny, but it's stuff that it's going to be fun, and you guys can all learn how to do it yourself from this channel, guys. So you guys have to make sure you guys stay tuned for Jose's build. It's going to be coming up very, very, very soon. And as far as George's build, that's George's stuff here. I got it all, put together, nothing scratched, everything's in good order. And that's just parts of George's build. We still have George's build at Rogers. I'm going to be bringing it back over here, because the process of the house selling is taking a little bit longer. So I rather have the car here with me. Now that I got the electrical stuff here fixed, it was just easier that I had the car there. And I was able to use all the shop tools and stuff like that. Here now, I'm kind of limited in space, so this is going to have to get kicked out to the back. George's car is going to come back in here, and then Jose's car is going to have to sit here until I finish putting George's car back together again. We have a big update for George's car, but that's going to be for a whole separate episode. Me and George, we're talking, and we're talking about possibilities of advancing the time to try to get this car started. We still really haven't found out. I still really haven't found out exactly what's going on with this car as far as turning over. It cranks and doesn't turn over, and I'm not sure, but we got some surprises for that. We're going to try a couple different approaches, but moving forward, that's going to be on a whole nother episode. So I just really want to tell you guys, I really appreciate all of your support. I've noticed in my analytics that my analytics are going berserk, and I really want to appreciate and tell you guys how much I appreciate the fact that you guys are all interacting with me on social media, Instagram, Facebook. I got a TikTok now, so make sure you guys check out TikTok. You guys comment, I respond, I try to respond to all of them, and I just really want to tell you guys I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it, and continue it. continue it, guys. Like, we have a ton of stuff ahead. I got big surprises coming. But I just can't do anything until the move. So, I mean, you guys have to stay tuned. There's a lot of things coming, and you guys are really, really going to appreciate the stuff that's going to come. So, until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. This is Nasty Addiction Garage, where we modify it, and, you know, we do it. We do it all, guys. So, until next time, like, share, subscribe. Peace, guys.